wing at Full Sutton isn't ready to take in the new inmates. A Sheffield Eagle supporter, John Lack, has been voted Rugby League's top fan. John picked up the Travellead's Top Fan Award at a ceremony today. John and his wife-to-be help with the administration of the club. They've won a trip to watch Great Britain take on Australia in the forthcoming Ashes series. That's it from us this evening. As usual, your local BBC radio station will be on the air until midnight tonight with a full summary of regional news at 10 o'clock. The national weather picture now from Ian McAskill.
Hello. Tomorrow looked ideal for an election. Not great, not good enough to encourage escape, but not bad enough to keep you indoors. The reason? This huge area of high pressure sitting unfortunately to the west of the British Isles. That means cool, northerly and sometimes cloudy breezes coming down across the country. But pressure is high. These weather systems will stay weak as they wriggle their way southwards across western parts of Britain during tomorrow. But then this front bringing a little more rain into northwestern parts of Britain, we think, on Friday. But the outlook for the next few days is mainly dry, but often cool and often cloudy. Tonight, still the odd spot of rain in the southeast. Most of Britain dry, a touch of ground frost in the next few hours over southern Scotland and perhaps Northern Ireland. Later on, that clear slot moving southwards, a touch of ground frost developing in central and western parts of England and Wales as well, and a few spots of rain getting into the far northwest of Scotland and Northern Ireland. Inland, temperatures falling to a chilly 1 Celsius, 34 degrees Fahrenheit, a little bit higher round the coasts. Tomorrow, a brighter start than we've had over southern Britain and generally dry. A lot of clouds farther north, a few spots of rain, especially on coasts and hills in North Wales, Northern Ireland and western Scotland, but most places dry. As we go through the day, two things happening: clouding over in the south, perhaps one or two light showers developing in eastern districts during the day, perhaps even the odd spot of rain later on the Pennines, but brighter weather spreading southwards across Scotland and northern parts of England. Those are these cool northerly winds, not strong enough to keep you indoors, but a stiff breeze nonetheless, and that is going to keep temperatures below normal in most places. Typically 12 Celsius, 54 Fahrenheit, in a few sheltered spots from the northerly winds such as southern Scotland and the south coast, 13 or 14 degrees Celsius, but along the coast still bracing, 9 is just 48 degrees Fahrenheit. A little rain in the northwest on Friday, but still cool, still mainly dry, and that's the picture for the weekend as well. Mainly dry, some rain in the north and west, a few showers in the south.
On BBC2 now, there's the final part of the comedy thriller, Sleepers.
Sportsnight tonight, we're concentrating on the 10th stages of the World Snooker Championship and the equally nerve-wracking task of qualifying for soccer's European Championship finals. Full highlights of England's awkward match against Turkey in Izmir, while Scotland surely couldn't slip up in San Marino. Action from Northern Ireland against the Faroes, Germany against Belgium, while from the Crucible there's Stephen Hendry and Steve Davis against Dennis Taylor, renewing a famous World Championship rivalry. All at 10:20.
Now, Inside Story takes us on a journey of discovery between Leeds and London on British Rail's Yorkshire Pullman.
Yeah. Normal colour though, that's the only trouble, one yellow.
Actually, the trouble is, might be fast.
Kevin, today I'll be doing your half-yearly performance review. Okay, Pete. Okay. Yep. So today I'll be on this journey down to London and back. I will be checking you on your personal appearance, yes, the way you turned out. I'll be checking you on your operating duties, how you work, the safety aspects, your door operation. Yeah. I'll also be checking you on your commercial duties. how you carry out your ticket examination, how you deal with the problems and all that. Okay, so I'll be following you about all the way to London, all the way back.
I can remember a few years ago, there was a lady in a shop, and my son takes the longest apprenticeship, diesel engineer, 7 years. I says, I've been 26 years. Says, and I ain't a driver yet, I'm still learning. Nothing more was said.
I shouldn't think there was. Is it worth waiting for?
Yes, I've enjoyed every minute of it. I still do and all, when I can get away from stations.
God, no?
I'm all right, mate. What's this, all this bloody lot then?
BBC camera crew.
How many?
Come and sit down and hold my
Cable
hand.
television, did you say?
No, not cable television, BBC television.
Oh. Are we famous, then?
Yes, you're going to be on the television.
Right there, bloody cringe. This sound
No.
Yes, sounds on, no swearing.
No swearing.
Oh. I started when I was 15, and I got passed for driving when I was 30.
Well, so you had a
We all didn't do bad then, 15 years.
And I was made a regular driver. I'd got about 20 years in.
Well, you did well.
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
That was 26 years before I got driving.
Yeah, I did exceedingly well as it was going then. Yeah. Our old fellow was a driver, and he was 39 years of age before he got passed for driving. Which was a bloody long time, Ken, wasn't it?
Well, yeah.
So you come from a rail family?
They've had about 180 years out of our family, this bloody job.
Thank you. Thank you. I'll come back in a moment, sir. Thank you very much.
Is it a good life?
No.
Why not?
I'll tell you what, our wives want a gold medal every 5 years.
Yeah. You want to
Well, they've got to go
good woman
through.
on this job, mate. Because, I mean, we're sat here with a bloke like this, you're chatting, they're sat at home on their own, aren't they? Less bloody milkman calls.
Well, there must be a lot of stress driving a train at 125 miles an hour.
Well, you see, you do it, you don't notice it.
You don't notice it.
But it's got to be there. Same as you get a signalling irregularity or out like that, see. I was coming from London the other week, shot into Woolman Green Tunnel on a green signal, shot out at the other end on a red. Good shark comes up like that. Stopped and goes up phone and signalman said, it's only a blip in circuit, mate.
You don't know that.
You bloody heart's at the back of your teeth, innit?
Yeah. You want a new pair of underpants.
You actually went to the window and purchased them?
Yeah.
Yeah. And what did you say?
We said one and 2 halves to 1 half to
1 and 1 half.
to
King's Cross.
Yeah.
So how much did you give him then?
It was over £15.
Over £15. Yeah. And how much change did he give you?
I don't know, he's in a hurry.
I'll give you some time to have a look for him, then I'll come back. I don't think they've had tickets. I'll soon find out when I question them more now. I'll give her time to find it. So I'll just see what's going on.
Oh, ain't the railway it used to be.
Yeah.
Of course. I was running it. College whiz kids, aren't they?
Any luck?
No, looks everywhere for it.
Now, do you want me to ring them up and check this out? Or do you want to tell me what you've actually done?
Well, can you give me a chance to sort of peek by?
Well, if you tell me what you've done first, this is the main thing. You see, if I go down there now, I've got to ring them up and they will tell me nobody's bought a family rail card, discounted ticket, 1.5, Grantham to London at approximately 15:30. To tell me that, then I've got to come back and tell you then that you've been telling me lies.
Well, let's put it this way.
It's a challenge, you know, this is it, isn't it, really? Each day you come, you know, I mean, there's different things happening. I mean,
Well,
like
it's
this
same
week.
with this job, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it is.
I mean,
I mean-
I love this job. Once I get away from station and get up road, I'm as happy as I like.
So what I'm saying is it's better to tell me the truth now than mess me about.
Yeah, well, we were stranded.
Yeah, you're stranded. Yeah. You see, there's a procedure for that, if you're stranded. There's a procedure to
Well,
get
we
you.
tried
The way
to-
you're
we
doing
tried
it
to
now,
get help today, but we couldn't get any help.
is that why you went in the toilet when you saw the scenic conductor coming down? So he's trying to avoid him, see? Have you got anything with your name and address on, please? This is the result of 22 years doing this. You can usually tell. You get no joy out of it, but you can usually tell. So I deport the lady now, she could finish up being prosecuted.
Fortnight ago, a chap came out the mental at Halifax, and there's the train, I don't know if he was leaving or coming into the platform, he decided to jump in front of the train and kill himself.
I got a poor old bugger last Christmas. By God, I did feel that. And he got all his bloody medals waved on us. Royal medals, his berry with his badge on, and bloody poppy. And I see him stood at side at track like. He started running across, and then he fell down like. And of course I realised what was happening. I put the brake on and whistled it. Then he fixed his sen up and he just knelt at side at track, put his head up rail and looked at me. And he just disappeared under the front. And I thought, Christ, I've stopped in time. And I thought, what do I do now?
You're a bloody blend sob.
I'll have to get him in cab and take him to Mextra and get bobbies. But when I opened the door and climbed off, I bloody trod on him, you know. When I went to court, this detective like says, would you like to read your statement, driver? I said, no, they read it, it's in their handwriting. And this young bobby says to me, can you read? And I thought he was kidding. I looked at him like, and he went, I says, an ignorant fellow like you might be interested to know the evening bloody schools when we were kids, you know. And he buggered off like. But he just threw this old bloke's straps on the table on us as though it were note. I thought that poor old bugger's brought them with him to show the world that he ain't a bloody coward, you know.
Well, that's your lot, cut.
For some people, it seems a game on the railway. I mean, Jim will tell you we get all sorts of people. It isn't only the people who's hard up. We've had doctors, dentists, lawyers. I once had an archbishop. Without a ticket. I once had one come from Scarborough. She came out of the exit barrier at Leeds. And she said, I've no ticket, no money, I've come from Scarborough. She was the biggest made lady, and she had this blouse and like elasticated across here. And so she said, I've no ticket, no money, and no way I can pay you. So I said, well, I'll have to take your particulars down. So she says, I'll do it for you. And she just flinged these things down. And there was a ticket collector, was a Pakistani lad, and he said, oh, missus, he says, you put your boo-boos away. I says, you leave her alone, she knows what she's doing.
Now you get young ones come on job, and when someone has to find out what it entails, to go missing, get away. You know, when you have to get up at this time, you know, and I went to work Saturday night and Sunday night, and it don't go down well at all. So they, you know, they just go through training period, which more or less puts them on nice day terms, and as soon as they come to a crunch at job, they seem to go missing.
All right.
4:30.
Hello, Shelley. There you are, that's right. You sign it, find your name, you should find it. Yeah, got it? That's it. Do that every morning when you come in now. Yeah. This is the chap I was telling you about. It's going to be showing you everything what we do on board for this week one, okay?
Okay then. Don't worry too much. I'll try. Make a start on it. Alright. Where do you want to put the leads?
Take them with you.
Take them with me,
Yeah,
is that alright?
And he'll show you where to put them, okay?
Okay then.
Have you got your knife and everything?
I haven't got any knives. Oh, don't worry. Okay then. We'll get by.
Morning. Morning. Another new starter. Her name's Dawn, okay?
Dawn. Dawn Dillon. Eh?
I'll be giving her a locker at lunchtime, Eric, so...
You'll be giving her a what? Dawn Dillon.
How many days has she got you on here this week? 3, is it? Monday, Wednesday, Friday. You got a day off tomorrow?
Yeah.
Lucky lad.
Eh?
Lucky lad.
Right.
Get used to your days off while you can, because you won't get a lot once you've... It's a good thing is you don't have to work weekends. No, chefs don't work weekends.
I'm just going to put a few there, Sally, because I've got a load down in my... what is it? I'm going to put the rest off, all right?
Where do you live? Where do you live?
Oh, you can forget it. He's getting up at 3 o'clock in the morning. Castleford.
You like this train, don't you? I've been on it for 40 years. How long?
Yeah, I heard 40 years.
40?
Yeah.
Morning, Margaret. Are you okay, dear?
I'm fine, thank you. You?
Yes, thanks.
No, just coffee. Thank you.
Oh, over there, Dylan.
How many kippers did you say we had? 8?
8, yeah. Right, we've got 8.
No, 6. 22 grill on day.
22, yeah, got them.
5 smoked salmon.
5, yeah.
And 6 kippers.
All his bodies, does it?
Bloody hell, never does.
That new girl didn't seem to move much, did she?
It's a good job, but after 46 years you're ready for retiring. We don't compare to foreign drivers in retirement because the Germans retire at 55 and the Austrians retire at 52. We retire at 65.
Yeah. I used to travel incognito.
It's very small though, isn't it? Small build, what? What do you think, Eric? Is it coming on?
Well, you know, I'm a connoisseur on this.
Yeah.
I think he's talented.
Do you know, Eric, I've yet to find out what you're not a connoisseur of.
Well, if you're a connoisseur of life...
Hey,
you know,
now you've got
right,
the word
that's
there.
right, yeah.
You're stuck there, Eric.
I know one thing, if I had that talent, I'd go to...
It's got a big mortgage though, it's not just do a job.
All right.
Yeah.
I quite like my job, really.
Yeah.
You know.
Rembrandt and all those didn't worry about money, did they?
No.
Have you seen the proposals, by the way? If we agree to conditions at the back, just go 13,000. If we want a 37-hour week, it's back down to 10.5 grand. But with 13 and a bit, you lose all your allowances and income. Otherwise, you just go with 10.5. So,
that's no good to us.
Newcastle men have got them. Why we haven't got them, God knows.
That's no good to us.
Jump in here if you're going. Going now. Thank you.
Sorry.
Yeah, okay.
Barry, you've had a meeting with the RMT on senior conductors.
Unfortunately, we're not making the progress that we thought we were going to make, despite the lengthy working party involvement and the joint participative approach taken here. We discovered that the proposal we put to them has actually been rejected on 4 key accounts. One is the concept of the quality review and the issue of performance-related pay, which they're unhappy about. Secondly, the issue of contract hours. They're pursuing a policy of the trade union desirous for shorter working week, whether it be 35 hours or 37 hours or whatever, but they want that translated into the maximum amount of rostered available hours, and that clearly is unacceptable to us. The other problem is on enhancements, where they want to continue with the process of a significant number of different enhancements to make up pay, whereas we had, of course, proposed that we would actually increase basic quite substantially, whilst at the same time running down the enhancements. And the final area, which is very difficult, is the issue of individual duty days, where clearly we want to go significantly higher than the current rostered maximum of 9 hours, and they do not wish to see a movement beyond that. We have to reconsider our position, I think, in the light of the debate that we had last week, and frankly go back to the RMT, I think, with one final bid to try and get some movement on these key issues.
Only for persons of 18 years and over.